You know, I know I talk a lot, and mostly about negative shit, but at this moment, the sky is immaculate. This view, the temperature, the weather, dude, fucking immaculate. And you know, I'm kind of at peace right now. Some deep inner peace. You know, I'm out. I'm meeting up with the boys. I didn't really want to go to hang out with them tonight because I'd rather kind of be by myself and be isolated. But you know, they convinced me, and maybe I'll make the most of it. So I've been thinking about the goals I've had planned. I suppose I do kind of want to stop drinking, because every time, the past couple times, as you know, that I've gotten drunk, it has not been very good, not been a very positive influence. And I also kind of want to build skills, dude. But I feel like I'm going to take this all back because, like, depending on the day, I just kind of, I like, some days I feel great and, like, happy and, like, have motivation to do all this shit. And then there's, like, other days, it just depends on the day, really. Like, I don't even think there's, like, a baseline factor. It's just fucking random chance. But some days I'll just be completely hopeless and just be stuck in my own head about all these depressing fucking thoughts. And, like, I know it's not good for me, and I know that, you know, I have to step up and ultimately attain, you know, step up for responsibility and attain, like, a place in a functional society. I'm crossing. But, like, yeah, it's easier said than done, you know? It's like if I have a purpose or I have a place in this world, then, you know, why haven't I found it, you know? And maybe I have found it, I just refuse to acknowledge it. Or I can't for some reason because there's some internal mechanism that's preventing me from doing such a thing. But, you know, regardless, it's tough. But in this moment, I guess things are okay. And, you know, if I need to suffer more, then I will. And I shall, and hopefully I can find some relief or some grace in suffering, in said suffering. You know, if I make it. Because, I mean, I guess objectively I have a pretty comfy life, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean, like, you could have a comfy life and it's still not worth to live, you know? You could make that argument. I'm not defending that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, Americans kill themselves all the time, and it's, you know, this is a comfy place to live, right? You know, always food. I mean, a lot of poverty and whatever. You take the good with the bad. It's just like the point is, no matter your circumstances, like, I guess you just kind of have to find an internal system that gives you a purpose to live. So I have to find an internal system. I have to find some, like, spiritual or some religious connection that gives me a reason. Because, I mean, like, just based off the material world, I mean, the material world has a lot of great things, but the material world in and of itself isn't good enough. And, you know, anybody with a rational mind or any semblance of an IQ could fucking tell you that. They could picture that together. Well, I'm at the homie's crib, so I gotta go. But, you know, the material world is not the answer. It's that simple. Simple. Fuck it. Before we go in, I gotta say, maybe the main point of contention. I think that this is somebody else's backyard. I think I'm straight up trespassing, by the way. But this spot's beautiful, so we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. But I think the main point of contention here is that, like, my thoughts, my rational thoughts of what I've been conditioned to believe is in deep conflict with how I actually feel. But they're kind of working against each other since I really don't know what to feel. And so I kind of just have to use my brain for everything, for just functioning. And that's kind of like sucking the soul away from me. You know, it's kind of taking away my purpose as a human, I suppose, if you could label it that, if that has any semblance of meaning. But goddamn, I guess I can't deny the conscious experience, but, you know, how much do I believe in it? Because our biological brain is prone to so many things, so many kinks, and so many, like, errors, you know, flaws. God damn it. Like, all these mental disorders I could get, or I could just get cancer and just fucking die. You know, I just get hit by a car and just instantly dead, you know? It's like none of this, we live in such, like, an uncertain, like, every moment is uncertain. Though I'm calm because I've convinced myself that the next moment will be certain. So I guess I kind of have to just apply that to a broader scope of life. But even so, it's still just like based on random chance if you make it or not. Like, I don't know. I'm just glad that I'm here right now and not like working or something. I guess I could be doing less productive things, but I kind of like, doing things because it gets me out of my head. Because I'm so self-aware in the fact that I know that my negative thoughts are negative, and like I question that kind of moral application to everything. Like, how do we know? Like, is something negative? Like, if I were to say that life is not worth living, I would also say that's pretty negative. But is it objectively negative, or did I just attribute that moral meaning to it? It doesn't really make sense to me either. But yeah, just self-awareness and the fact that I know this is all just a product of my biological brain. So, that also begs the question: is it worth trusting? Because what the fuck do we know about this material world? I don't believe in the material world, man. I want to believe in something higher than the goddamn material world. Something higher, because if you're just like a hardcore atheist, it's like, why are you even like, what is the source of your joy? And if the source of like your joy is just like a possession, dude, it's like a fucking geek bar, it's a vaccine, then it's like how shallow of fucking existence that is. I don't know, man. We're thinking deep, and we're thinking logically, and we're thinking abstractly, and we're thinking broadly type shit. I was wrong, though. I did predict that the grass was not as green these days anymore, but I was wrong about that, thankfully. Because this shit looks beautiful, vibrant and beautiful. The world is healing, perhaps. Or it's not. I don't really care, man. I just, I'm just here, I guess. Right now is how I think about it.